On like the wider scale, obviously Eubank Jr., CONOR BENN, we're not sure how close it is to being inside. There's always things that hold things up in boxing, but if that fight happens, how big is it with obviously the history of both dads?
Huge fight. I think the people that are involved in boxing will buy into it. I think people that used to be involved in boxing will buy into it, and I think the people that aren't engaged in boxing will buy into it. I think that it's one of those fights that will capture the public's imagination. So much history there, and two guys that have got plenty of momentum behind them as well, especially Conor. So yeah, it's one it's definitely caught my imagination and my attention.
Who do you think would win that? Obviously Chris Eubank Jr. coming down in weight, Conor going up, maybe a catch weight of 154 and rehydration clauses, etc. Sorry, yeah, 155, 156.
Yeah, who would win that? I don't know, to be honest, because as I was saying earlier, like Eubank from before, more volume. That style that he used to approach the fights in, compared to what we've seen him in his last few fights, completely different night and day. I think that if he was to box how we've seen him box against Liam Williams and his previous couple of fights to that, then the physicality wouldn't be as much of a factor in that fight. I think that CONOR BENN certainly punches hard enough to gain the respect of Chris Eubank Jr. And I don't think Eubank's the kind that really blows up and boils right down to middleweight. And I think Conor probably comes down from above what that fight would be getting made at. So, yeah, it's a fight that I'm definitely intrigued to see.
Who do you think would have more problem with weight issues? Because they're both face their own issues, being as that it's not their natural weight.
There's lots of factors to it, and obviously that's what's holding it up. If the rehydration was a lot higher than what one team wanted it, then and Eubank was going to use his physicality in tactically in the fight, then the weight might be an advantage towards him. But if he's going to boil down, he can't rehydrate as much as he would like, then the weight might play into as an advantage to Conor. So yeah, it's one of those we'll have to see. I don't know the ins and outs and all the details, to be honest.